Hey, guess what day it is? Yep, sample day. Boom. What I think it was a well deserved day off. Yeah, I took a true day off. Hey guys, how are you? How are we doing? It has been a crazy week. Let me just say that. It's also the holiday week, so you would think that would make things a little easier, but kind of doesn't. Okay, I am just pulling some stuff up here. So if you guys are joining for the first time, welcome to our weekly team meeting. We do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I don't want to lose this. And we have, oh my gosh, so much going on. So much going on right now. Just a heads up, we are a little bit over the midway point of the month. So we are still about 4,000 short of our group goal. So hopefully you guys, as well as myself, we are working and focusing on the rest of the month on our sales. So we are going to talk a little bit about that today, or this evening, sorry. Let me grab my notes. Okay. And we are also going to talk about World Tour. So, woo, I'm super excited. Have you guys registered? Have you registered? Shout out down below when you register. I am very excited. I absolutely love World Tour. I have been to a handful of World Tour. We used to call them spring sprints. I'm trying to think of what we called them before that. I can't remember. But I have presented at 2 or 3 that I recall. It's been a lot of fun. Last year I actually traveled for my very first event. So that was kind of exciting to me to get to do a little bit of traveling. It was about a 3-hour drive there. So 6 hours round trip. It wasn't awful by any means. But I actually really had a good time because I went by myself. But I was going to present at this location. And I do have a touch of OCD, clinical OCD. But I am very type A. So I like to be places. I like to be there like ahead of schedule. I like to be there ahead of time. Otherwise I get a lot of anxiety. So I think I want to say I left home at like 5 a.m. or something insanely crazy like that. So I could make sure that I got there in plenty of time. I relied heavily on my Google Maps and Google got me there safe and sound. Happy to report. And it was a really good time. It was an amazingly good time. Let me put it that way. It was an amazingly good time because normally when I've gone to World Tour, it's been with at least some, not necessarily, well, it has been. It's included like people on my team, but it was more or less people on my superstar director. So Scented Bliss's whole team, right? So I had a pretty good understanding of people that I was going to be there with on other occasions. So last year when I went, like I said, I was going completely on my own. There was only a small handful of the Scented Bliss team that actually went out there, and it was to the Wichita, Kansas location. So we did have some there that I knew of. And as I remember back, I'm remembering back, and I remember that we were possibly like going to get some snow or bad weather. So I did have some alternate plan Bs set up in place in case the weather got awful and I couldn't drive home. Because obviously my goal was to drive there in the morning. I left very early, drove to Wichita, did my presentation, attended World Tour, and at the end of the day, drive back home. So that was my whole goal, was to do it in one day, and I did complete that, thankfully, without any weather complications. But like I said, it was my first time actually going completely on my own. So I can't lie, I can't say that I wasn't a little intimidated. I wasn't a little scared. I wasn't a little, I'm all by myself kind of thing. But honestly, you guys, going to a Scentsy event, you are never truly alone. You never are alone. I encourage people, and I would, the family reunion that I have attended and the world tours that I've attended, I specifically look for people who look like they are alone. And I will always ask them to, hey, do you want to walk with us? Do you want to, go to this session with us, or whatever it is that's going on. It's a really great way to network, and it's a really amazing way to meet some fabulous fellow Scentsy consultants and Scentsy family, because that's truly what we're all about, guys. At the end of the day, we are all Scentsy family. And so I encourage you guys, as World Tour is coming up, if you are going alone, or even if you're not, even if you're going with a group of people or one or two people that whatever it is, look for those people who don't have a group with them and invite them to join you, invite them to sit with you, because we want to really embrace the feeling of family. And we really want those people who may be very having that alone feeling, we don't want them to feel that way, right? Because we don't want to feel that way. We don't want others to feel that way. So I encourage you guys to look for those people and invite them to come sit with you. You may end up meeting a lifelong friend and not even know it. That's how I've met a handful of consultants that I truly call lifelong friends. Well, not necessarily in that way, not like they were alone and I went and found them, but just meeting them at events, bumping into them, standing in line with them, whatever, listening to a breakout, sitting next to them at the same table, whatever, and really meeting some amazing people. Those are the people that I look back and I'm like, oh my, I am so glad that I went. I am so glad that I was there to have that opportunity. So I don't want you guys to miss out on that at all. Not at all. For those of you who have never gone, this is your very first Scentsy event. Do your happy dance. Do your happy dance, because this is a happy dance time, guys. This is exciting. Look at it this way. If you do not end up going to family reunion, which happens to be in July 2019, we are going to Austin, Texas. If you are not planning to attend, or whatever, for whatever reason your schedule doesn't work that way, whatever, you can't attend, I would truly encourage you to make it a priority to attend a world tour, because a world tour kind of takes family reunion and pares it down into one day, and it's a lot smaller than family reunion. It's obviously a little bit more affordable if you look at it, if you're paying out of pocket for tickets, if you aren't earning your trip. It is obviously more affordable that way. But it truly gives you the same, maybe not the same experience, but it gives you a pretty darn close to the same experience as Scentsy Family Reunion, because you get to meet people from Scentsy Home Office. Those were the times, and well, I did a family reunion as well, but I also was able to meet Heidi and Orville during a world tour. It was fantastic. And I just remember being in awe, and I know that I did a live video. I'm pretty sure it's on my YouTube. I was super excited. It was a total fangirl moment. And I was like way back in the audience too, right? Because obviously we were not expecting Heidi and Orville to be there, but they made it a priority to like try and get to certain ones. And they ended up coming to the one that I was at that year. And I just remember oh my gosh. it was a total fangirl moment, and it was insanely impactful. And I know that it seems silly when I talk about it like that, because even now I'm just like, what are you talking about, Jacqui? But I was there, I was in the moment, and you guys, I want you to experience that as well. You have no idea the people that you're going to meet, the impact that those people will have, that you may have on other people that you don't even know you're having an impact on. You're going to meet some fantastic people. So make sure that you go to the events tab in your workstation. You will be able to see all of the listed events for the Stops of World Tour. I have registered for mine. Mine is going to be on February 7th here in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm very excited they are coming to my hometown. This year we are going to have like 3 or 4 breakout sessions. We're going to have a couple general sessions. It's going to be really amazing. And of course, one of the huge highlights to World Tour is you get the absolute, true, and honest first look at the spring and summer catalog that will be launching in March. So not only will you be able to see the warmers and the products that they're going to be bringing to us, because they always have a huge display of items in real life, so you can get real life pictures, you can do videos, all of that. I always recommend making sure your phone is charged, taking a portable charger with you, things like that, because you're going to just take so many pictures and so many video, you're just going to be over the top. Be prepared. But you also have the opportunity this year to purchase the, the tools, product, package or something. I can't remember what it's actually called. Tools to go kit. That's what it is. The tools to go. So you are going to, by being able to purchase that with your registration, and you can purchase more than one. You aren't limited to just buying one of these, so you can purchase more than one. I want to say when I enrolled it was like $17 for this kit, but it includes a pack of spring and summer 2019 catalogs, a pad of the spring and summer 2019 product lists, a pad of showcase brochures, a pack of host and join brochures, and then I believe you also get the 25% discount that you can use in Scentsy Success in the family store. So you can get your new business supplies and tools at a discount. So that's a bonus. For anybody who likes to save money, that is a total bonus. Last year, like I said, it was fantastic. I went to the Wichita location, had a ton of fun, met a ton of people, met people that I'm looking back and I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot to take pictures with these people. So like I have like on my little list in my phone of note to self, if you see so-and-so, take a picture. So I have networking friends that I am just dying to be able to see in person. But we always have a really great time. The breakout sessions are fantastic because they are all about our systems of training. So you're getting a really great opportunity of live training. So if you are in an area that you maybe don't have the opportunity to attend, like a local meeting, things like that, this is going to be that moment for you. So this is fantastic for those of you who don't have that. You're going to be able to have the opportunity to hear people speak. More than likely, they'll be leaders in our Scentsy family, along with Scentsy corporate people as well, the home office people. But they're going to be talking about all kinds of topics. They're going to be talking about sponsoring, about selling, about building your business, social media. All of this stuff is going to be there, and you're going to be able to, especially in the breakout sessions, you're going to be able to attend sessions that are led by leaders, that Scentsy kind of sets everything up, right? And you get a really great opportunity to do like a Q&A, question and answer time. And that is a fabulous time. So I encourage you guys, once you get registered, and they kind of have like an overall agenda put out, but as we get closer, we should have a better idea, but definitely take like really all you need I always take like a backpack of like a bottle of water, some snacks, usually almonds or something like that, just in case my blood sugar drops or if I need like a little quick pick-me-up. But a notebook and a pen. Those are the things that you truly need. And the phone charger probably as well, because you're going to want to take a ton of pictures. But you're going to have that great opportunity to ask those questions, to really dig in, to get a good feel of your business. And I really look at World Tour and Family Reunion alike as like a charger for my business. Those are the charging times for my business. So twice a year, I get to recharge my business. And it's fabulous to be able to have that opportunity. It's fabulous because I'm able to ask questions that I may be sitting on, or things that I've wanted to know, or things that I've been curious about. And they're going to be bringing topics that are near and dear to our hearts. They're going to be talking about all the new stuff that's happening. So you're going to be able to get information on how to market the new products that we may or may not be getting. Obviously, I have no idea what they might be. But usually Scentsy always comes out with new products during those times. And you're going to be able to get that one-on-one interaction. So, I just totally drew on my hand. So that's truly going to be, it's a huge opportunity to have that at your fingertips kind of thing. So there's my spiel about World Tour. I highly encourage everybody to go. If you have further questions, you can always ask me. I am happy to answer those questions. As we get closer, we should find out a little bit more about the agenda. So that's always nice to know kind of ahead of time. So if you have certain questions or topics that you want to ask about, jot them down. Start creating like a little, top 10 list of things that you want to be able to ask people. So, hey, if I run into a superstar director, if I run into a star director or a director or somebody that I follow on YouTube or whatever, what would I be dying to ask? What would the questions be that I would have for that person? And I always do a top 10 questions. So even now, I'm still a fangirl at heart. So I still will make a list of questions that like I'm dying to ask people. How do you continue to build a customer base? Things like that, right? That you can ask your sponsor. You can ask myself if I'm your director. You can ask your director. You can ask your upline. You can do all kinds of things. But really being able to have that one-on-one conversation in person is amazing with someone that maybe you haven't interacted with before, and maybe you follow them or look up to them or whatever. It's amazing. It's amazing. I can't say it enough. It's fantastic.